Motorama. I can tell you, our next guest is coming back to Motorama. You're number 2, and I know absolutely everybody's excited to see this guy. Of course, I'm talking about BC's only. How about Mike Hall from Russ Brothers? He's with us right now on the Zoom line. Michael, you're doing the trip across Canada again.
Well, it's only to Toronto. It's only halfway. It'll be easy.
Yeah. Well, I know last year's you and Avery had quite a time in that beautiful Chevelle coming across in about, I don't know, 4 or 5 snowstorms.
That was 2 years. That was 2 years ago. Last year I smartened up and took a train, but this year we're driving a 70 Chevelle convertible.
Look at that. Time flies. Look at, I'm missing a whole year here. Yeah, that's amazing.
The older you get, the quicker they go. You must be getting up there.
I am. You know what? I turned 65 here in 2 days. I get my old age pension, Michael.
Hey, 2 weeks ago I turned 69. You're just a pup. You must have had a hard life, though.
Oh, yeah. Rode hard, put away wet, my friend. I can guarantee it. Mike,
I feel your pain.
So you're coming back to Motorama. What an excellent show. And I know seeing you and Connor and Avery there a couple of years ago, I guess it wasn't last year, it was a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
Fans really look forward to catching you at this show. And what a show, right? Cars galore.
I mean, there's a reason it's the biggest show in Canada. They've got the highest caliber of cars. They've got the most cars. It's a beautiful venue. The people are friendly. It's just, I wish the weather was a little better when they had the damn show. But I'm hoping this year it won't be a 72-hour blizzard.
Yeah. Well, what are you going to be driving? Is it going to be something that we're going to be able to put in the show? I can well imagine.
Well, no. Well, by the time like last year, 2 years ago, they talked me into cleaning it. If I make it out there this year, I'm parking it by the front door, and it's going to be dirty. This car we're bringing this summer, we drove it across Canada, Halifax, up to Dawson City, Tuktoyaktuk, down to Vegas and back. And if it makes it to Toronto, we're going to showcase it dirty because it's a road warrior.
Well, maybe you can sell it while you're here. Maybe somebody will come along and want to pick that beautiful piece up.
I don't sell the cars. I have any cars I have memories attached to, they're not for sale.
Yeah.
If I never drive them, they're for sale. But once I put my ass in the seat for a couple months, they're not for sale.
Incredible. What have you been up to? I haven't physically seen you in a little bit here. I love watching my Russ Brothers, and I haven't seen it since the last episode. What have you been doing?
Well, basically, the show's been canceled. We've been doing a little bit of YouTube. I'm still playing with cars. I don't know if you've watched the show. We had issues with the ALC. Well, hopefully those are just about to come to fruition, and I find out if I get to subdivide and keep the place, or if, anyways, basically everything's still up in the air. I'm not allowed to have a business, so I'm just playing with my own stuff. But like I said, I just turned 69, and it's kind of good not having to deal with people because I can always piss myself off and I can get over it.
Yeah, and Connor can't get that mad at you anymore. You can buy the stuff and hang on to it.
Well, I've got some room now. Connor's running our construction company now. That keeps him busy. He's got a new house. He's got his lovely wife, Jada, so they're making their own way in the world, and basically he's keeping pretty busy. He was out here last night actually giving me a hand, putting a brand new rear end in that Chevelle convertible we're driving across Canada with.
So a new rear end, how's the ticker in it? Is it one that was redone like a couple of years ago? Good motor?
Well, basically this summer we built the car. I came back, we drove out to, we did a couple car shows, came back, I was home for a month, and then basically we hopped on, we had some commitments to do some car shows. We drove all the way out to Halifax, then we came back with the car, and then we drove it up to the Arctic Ocean and back. Almost 3,000 kilometers of gravel we put on the car. Came home, had a couple weeks to kind of clean it up, then we drove it to SEMA, took it down there, drove back, and it had some pretty high gears in it. So now we put some 373s, going to be a little more sporty, but I do have a Tremec overdrive, and so far she's running like a top. Knock on wood.
What do we got on it for tires, though? Because you're going to have to pretty well put something all season on coming this trip.
Well, do you want to see?
Yeah.
Here,
Show and tell. Yeah.
Here.
How special is this? We get a chance to go for a walk with Mike Hall.
Anyway, showcase. Like I said, there used to be 100 cars in here. We're down to around 20, but it keeps filling up, even though
You
it's not supposed to.
you keep filling it up. It doesn't
Yeah.
just they don't
Well,
just grow out of the ground.
okay, well, this is the one we're taking across. We've
Oh,
been test driving it, so she's a little dirty, but
look
this
at
is
that.
it.
What a beautiful color, Mike. You gotta love that. You like blue.
Well, this was like this one, if you watch the YouTube, this car we actually bought with no papers. We went to register it. We found out it was a stolen automobile and it got impounded by the police, and I had to buy it back off the insurance company. So, but anyway, this thing's been, well, actually, I'll show you the picture.
Yeah,
You see
yeah.
that picture? There's 4 of us in Tuktoyaktuk, the Arctic Ocean. I drove this car. Blair drove his Firebird convertible, and 2 other friends came with us. So this one's driven the equivalent of around the world once already. We got
Wow.
about 40,000 on it.
Incredible, incredible. Was there much work to do to that car, Mike, when you did rebuild it? Like Blair.
Basically, the only original parts on it is the roof mechanism and the hood that we came. It's not a true SS, but when we got it, it had all the had an SS hood, had a 12-bolt SS steering column, set of buckets. But this was the original paint coat, and like I said, those are the wheels we just put on. Pardon the mud, they're brand new Blizzaks, baby.
Oh yeah, they'll work. They'll work. They'll get you across. Hey, if you made it across with the other Chevelle, those things are going to feel like you're driving a tractor.
Well, no, every time I've gone across Canada, I mean, basically I've been running Blizzaks middle of summer because these ones here, if I make it back, then I just run them until all the tread's gone. They're grippy, they stick good, and I'm not that fussy. I mean, they're just, you know what I mean? We've already hit it. It's seen a little bit of mud doing the test drives, but as long as it's not 30 below in a blizzard. So,
Yeah.
I mean, the shop was clean a couple days ago, but we've been thrashing on this thing pretty hard.
But
So,
no sign of you slowing down at all. You still got lots of appearances to do. Yeah, and you're
Yeah.
still staying busy.
well, we're keeping busy. I mean, this one we just put in primer, 70 Super B. It's getting a 426 Hemi.
Wow. Look at
So
that.
we'll get that one going, and then we got one more while I'm giving you the tour.
Yeah.
This one is for a special for the Mopars. We did one. I ended up with 2 of the factory pink 70 Chargers out of the 99 ever made, and
Right.
this is another. We sold the numbers matching RT, but this one, when I get back, we'll be tearing it apart and starting to paint it.
What year is that one? 69?
No, that's the 70 FM3, pure pink car with white upholstery originally. It was a base model H code XH, so split bench, column shift, 318. But
Yeah.
we're putting our good buddies at QA1 are helping us. We're going to put some stage 2 suspension under it, and I'm thinking a new 6.4 Hemi maybe, just because.
Just because. Yeah,
Just
that's
because we can.
That's good reasoning. My older brother, I want to say he had a 68 440. It was original 440. It was 4-speed. And it was a dirt. It had the vinyl back part. It was a nice car.
Oh yeah, well, like I mean, the thing with the Mopars is they made so few of them, and then they rotted so bad. I mean, right? I mean, like I said, I've got a couple laying around, but you can see we haven't had winter here.
No.
It's like 10 degrees here today.
Yeah, you gotta love it. I know.
We have no snow. There's no snow. You guys tired of winter? Come to BC.
Yeah, no kidding. That'd be the way to do it.
Yep.
Yeah, talking to Trevor Seabird, of course, he's out your way. He's up in Penticton, BC. And
Oh, yeah.
yeah, we did the Western Rattler in April a couple of years ago, and it was just like you are right now. It was gorgeous out there.
Well, like I said, I mean, 2 years ago when we left, it was March 1st. So that's 4 days later this time. But I mean, we left the shop, and within 5 minutes it started snowing, and it didn't quit for 72 hours. So it can't be, it's got to be better this time. A good friend of mine's coming with a 66 Impala wagon. So there's going to be 2 of us. So if anybody out there sees 2 blue Chevys going across the prairies in the middle of winter, give us a wave.
Yeah, that'd be you guys. So what day are you actually going to leave, Mike?
Okay, well, last time the journey took us 6 days. I mean, it should be a 4-day drive from my place to Toronto. It's 2,000 to Winnipeg and another couple K to the Big Smoke. So I'm leaving with 8 days, just in case.
That
I mean, knock on wood, nothing goes wrong, everything runs perfect, but I'm old enough to know she can hit the fan in a second. So if you get to Toronto a couple of days early, but we're actually leaving tomorrow morning around noon. We're going to make it to Calgary.
Oh, yeah. You're coming all the way to BC. It's a long trip, no doubt. I was just looking at the Weather Channel and just trying to get some idea of what the weather's going to do. And it kind of looks like Saturday is going to be just perfect in Saskatoon. And Thunder Bay was the next one I looked at. And Sunday looks good in Thunder Bay. So really, you're going to hit positive temperatures all the way through. Right until you get to Toronto. You should be all set.
Well, I hear there's about 8 feet of snow in northern Ontario still, no?
That very well could be. I live in Owen Sound, and I can tell you, we still got a good 1.5 feet here. So it's going to melt. It's going to melt, though. I'm going crazy. I'm a car guy like you. I got a couple of Corvettes sitting there, and I can't touch them yet. It's driving me nuts.
Well, if it gets 5, 7, 8 degrees above Celsius, the top will be down. So you see a guy driving across the prairies with the top down, you know for sure it'll be me.
I wouldn't doubt it. Yeah, you would fit that bill. Mike, you're going to have a ton of fans come Motorama that are going to be itching to get an autograph with you. You're going to be there every day of the show.
Yes, yep. Actually, it's pretty cool. The other guest star is, somebody a lot more famous than me, Mr. Dave Kindig. He just won the Riddler last year with that amazing 53 Corvette one-off that those guys designed there. So I'm looking forward to meeting him. And anyway, got some pretty high-priced talent coming out there.
Yeah, that's cool. Now, 2 years ago, and I thought it was last year, but I stand corrected. 2 years ago, I remember seeing you and Connor and Avery all set up in in hall number 2, and there was a nice stage set up. You had Rust Valley T-shirts, all kinds of merch that people could pick up. Is it going to be somewhat that idea? Are they going to have merch?
I'm assuming yes. I already pre-sent a bunch of merch. Last time we sold everything we brought. And thing is, I'm doing Motorama first, and the next weekend, as I work my way back home, I'll be doing World of Wheels in Winnipeg and Calgary. So it's going to be, it's kind of cool, 3 weekends in a row and 3 car shows, and it's just one road trip. So it works for me.
Never a dull moment in Mike Hall's life. That's the way you want to keep it. So the final question for you, I guess, and I know we're all excited to see you there. Is Connor or anybody else coming along for the trip?
No, Cassidy's got her own shop going. Connor's running my construction company. And last I heard, Avery is sitting on a beach somewhere in Florida, soaking his toes. Hopefully he's got those boots washed out.
Well, yeah, with any luck at all, the salt water would actually do him good, wouldn't it?
Oh, I think so. Couldn't hurt him.
How about Blair? How is he making out?
Well, Blair, like I said, with my issues with the ALC here, I had to shut the shop down. So Blair is back home. He's got his own YouTube channel, Blair Smith 726. He's working on some really cool stuff. So if anybody wants to catch up on Blair, and Cassidy McEwen has her own YouTube channel going. So if you guys want to see what they're up to, Google them up on YouTube and check it out. I think right now Blair's doing a really high-end 55 Nomad.
Ooh,
so he's got some cool stuff on the go.
So he keeps busy as well, right?
Oh, yes. Blair's up early, works all day. Yeah, the guy's a workaholic.
When it's in your blood, it's in your blood. You'll never get it out. That's just like racing, right? It's a big racing family. I know in some of the episodes there, you were in the hit to pass, and you were having fun, and then you weren't. How about it? Are you going to get out and do any hit to pass anymore?
I don't. Like I said, next birthday, I'm 70 years old. I've got a couple really, I'm more into building the old cars than driving them. It's fun going to the races. Connor really dug that hit to pass. He was having the time of his life trying to track down that scurvy Jean-Francois Lanier there. But anyway, and there's got to be a hero and there's got to be a villain. And we had some pretty good villains in the show, but I'm not really a drag racer. I'm not really a hit to pass. I just like to build them. And to me, the journey is where it's at. I don't like to build. Like I said, that car's been the equivalent around the world The one we built the year before has been the equivalent around the world. It's just cool when something you build, you actually get out and use it instead of look at it.
Yeah.
People get dirty. It needs to get washed, needs to get waxed. I says, hey, the thing's been around the world. I'm good with it being a little dirty.
Yeah, and you would think that they would say, thank you, Michael, for resurrecting it and keeping it alive. That's what
Yes.
keeps old guys like us going in these old cars.
Well, I mean, if you've watched the show, you see, we don't normally start with anything good. We start with something that, as the kids would like to say, is a POS, and we make it good. Because, I mean, it's easy to go buy one done or buy one that's rust-free, but then you're not really saving one. Like I said, I always had a pension. I wanted to save some cars. And I mean, the nicest one I got is my Porsche, and it's been parked for 20 years. Hopefully this summer we get it up and running.
Any chance we're going to see any form of the show ever come back to television?
That is circumstances beyond my control. I mean, like we did a little interview last time on our YouTube channel, and the problem is TV is going the way of the dinosaur. Social media, channels, streaming. I mean, never say never, but I mean, if somebody came up and asked, is there ever going to be a show where I'm working on other people's cars, building cars for them, that is probably a no. Is there ever going to be a show where I'm doing something else? No one knows what the future holds.
You know,
never say never.
And the way that the world is today with YouTube, that's Racetime Radio. We're on it as well as on Rev TV Canada. But, you know, that's the new way of the world. And the cool part is we get a chance to visit with Mike Hall whenever.
Well, it's just cool that you can create your own content. But, I mean, if you want to make a job out of it, you know yourself, there's probably 100 million channels. So, I mean, just to claw out a little bit of space in that stuff, it's getting harder and harder. I mean, you know, you got guys with 5 and 10 million subscribers. But, I mean, for them, it's a job. Like I said, I'm getting to my stage of my life. I don't need a job. I'm good.
Well, you've blown enough stuff up and then started creating some beautiful work. You had an interesting deal before you got even into cars. Doing the stuff that you were doing Monday to Friday was really cool stuff.
Well, basically, I needed something to support my car addiction. I had to have a real job.
Yeah, incredible. Mike Hall, we genuinely appreciate the time on Racetime Radio, and I can't wait, my friend, to sit down with you at Motorama. It comes up, the International Center in Toronto. Mike Hall is coming back. You don't want to miss it. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, March the 13th, 14th, and 15th, I do believe. Or it's those
How much
3
is
days.
Dave paying you for this?
Nothing at all.
Anyway, hopefully, like I said, we're really looking forward to it. Hopefully, any of the fans out there, I said, if you see us going across the country, don't be afraid. If you see us at a gas station, we're pretty approachable people, and we'll see you guys there at Motorama. Like Joe was just saying, 13th, 14th, 15th, be there, be square.
That is.
Or be square.
That is Mike Hall right there. We will be back on Racetime Radio. Stay with us.